What up, ball hogs? Welcome back. Today's September 19th. We're doing the Friday puzzle. And today's by Erika Wojcik. Let's begin. And gonna start downs. Lead into stratus or cumulus. I'll say alto. Dura mater. I will not be befuddled again. There's also the Pia mater, but he don't fit. Yes, handling things. On it. Oat. Oat milk, my old nemesis in the Crossy of all things. On it. Bud. Memorial Coliseum athlete. Not sure there. The trouble here is if Memorial is actually capitalized or if it's just capitalized because it's the start of the clue. Because if the Memorial Coliseum is a thing, I have no idea. But if it's just a name for some Coliseum athlete who's memorable, we'll see. Provide that crucial spark for. Inspire. You may have learned your times tables by it. Wrote. Fin. End. Fin. Develop over time. Evolve. Nope. First dates or days of summer. Movies. Rom-com, they are. I would say. Reader's Digest. Concerning, as to, maybe. Might be picked up from a trip to the beach. A neat shell. A sunburn. Disease. Amoeba. Classic lunchbox staple, informally. Depends how classic we're talking. Because a classic lunchbox staple to me is like a cosmic brownie. Tolerate. Not abhor. That's the opposite. Tolerate. Oh, done. Fini. Big old teddy bear. That's a huggable man. Word of approval in French and Spanish. CC is the only thing I can think of that fits both. In on it, not with it, with it. Finance. Pay for. I think probably verb here. Finance. Pay for, a little this, a little of that. A hodgepodge. Does potpourri also fit? No. Hodgepodge it is. Salutation for a mass email. Hi all. Pull up target is your lat. Get this shit out of here. Lat. Hi all. Lower than on a score. On a score, music lower than. How do you say baser? I don't know. Learning center. The brain. It's the learning center of the body. Zack of the Iron Claw. Never seen it. I'll say Efron. He's got it. He's spelled with a C. Pulitzer-winning graphic novel by Art Spiegelman. Mouse. I know that as far as Pulitzer-winning graphic novels go, there aren't many, and this is one. And that name sounds kind of Jewish, so we're doing it. British spots. T. Measles. Are British measles a thing? I'm thinking of German measles. British measles are not, I don't think that's a phrase. Throws out. Discards. Declaration that might come from a bluffer. All in, I raise. Spirited sort, a drunkard. Spirited. Lout. The sodden. Wrapped dress, I'll say sorry. George Orge Borges, I think. Aldi, Audi, rugs, Rigs up. Georges Louis. That sounds like somebody. I think it's Jorge, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. Could be wrong. Sloan. App rhyme for fire. Higher. Object marked with the speed limit. A sign. Okay. We're in an Italian veal dish. I think ossobuco. In which case, I don't know which word. I think it means like bone mouth. And they're both 4 letters. Blank the Man. Rain the Man. 2006 film. Not a clue. On the newsstand, say new. John. Lou. I'll listen to all the Johns in chat. If your name appears alone in a crossword, chances are they're talking about toilets, and I hope that makes you feel good about yourself. Lou. Take over. Adopt. Engage in magniloquence. Orate. Magniloquence, I've never seen that word. It makes me think you're making grand speeches. You're like magnanimously eloquent. Or magnificently, not magnanimously. But orate does not fit. A double might get you some, for short. Yeah. Runs. Baseball. That's not for short, that's just what they're called. RBIs. Can that stab be pluralized? I'd like to say shall still. Sand. Some people do that. It's only beaches. You never see people collecting like dirt from the mountain they went to. I'll say RBIs, whatever. Fly me to the moon so I can kick its fucking ass. Lunar rover. Lunar rocket mission. Lunar probe. Okay. Probe. Nope. Ancient creepy crawlies. Trilobites. That's a bit slanderous, but I'll allow it. Bud pal. It smiles in the frowning night. The moon, why not? Jane Seymour. Added on. Tact, I like. 1 of 4 for a bat or cat. Foot? Good gravy. PB, what the hell is this? PB and J. Fent. PB and J. Finger. Bat or cat? You're a Trojan, I would think. Okay, so my guess here is Memorial Coliseum is the name of the stadium that the Trojans play at. And they are somewhere west, some college over in California land. And that's all I know. They have 4 fans. They have 4... Am I a fool? What's going on here? A bat or a cat? Fang. Right? Upper, lower? We kind of have that. I'm feeling around. I got 4 pointies. Provide that, yeah. We haven't done our crosses yet. Get it together. Moulin Rouge, co-star. Not a clue. Not with it. Behind the times. Yeah, with it. In on. In tandem, jointly. There's a few things here that I would like to demand an extra letter of. And here we have jointly. I would think. Way out in space, afar, biker roll, Rocky Horror, not sure. Let it all out. Emote. Nutmeg flavored quaff is nog. Ribbed silk material. Steam. That's like STEM plus A. I thought it was architecture, but is it arts? Okay. I really thought it was architecture when they do that. Very well. I personally wouldn't boast about that. Weird flex. Weird flex, but okay. Nice. Right on. For probably the first time that's been in the Times. Bring the receipts for proof. Figs on a 4-point scale. Stars. Sloan. Birthplace. There's a place where you want people to stay away from you. For me, that's most places. You get a wide berth on the highway, I would think. That doesn't fit. Birth. Maybe it's a person's name as well, or a city or some shit. AL East. St. Louis. Cardinals, are they considered East? Nope. Let's say Sox and Osso, and you can be Xmas the Man. I don't care for this. Ordered clubs, for example. Got sandwiches. Straight flush. If they're clubs and they're in order, straight flush. Doesn't fit. Man, I really thought I was onto something, but don't think that's it. Freeze. Editor's marking. Let's say stat. They can't sleep in space. Bonos. What sleeps? Why is it in quotes? The fact it's in quotes makes me think not an animal. Makes me think like an iPhone. But I have no clue. Bring the life. Bring to life. Yes. Finn. Abe? Brag. Yeah, okay. Brag makes sense for magniloquence. Abe. Finn Abe. I think this is simply outside my vocab. I think this is just an obscure term for Finn, would be my guess. Finn. Okay, just it. Reader's Digest is a book report, I guess. Huma? Oh, Lord, what is going on here? Concerning. This is not a term. This is not a word. I think moon. Oboe. Uba. I think Una or Uma are those approach names. Concerning. Yes, it is. I really don't know what's going on here. Well, I suppose we'll come back, but tolerate, abide, not abhor. Gabor, Jaja, she was around then, or the other one. There's another one. Joined, okay. Gentle giant, I like. Word of, bien. Finance, endow, Eddie. Sure. Set to. Or seto. Like kinda. Peg. Desk. Ped. Pod. It's a way out in space, is your escape pod. It's not like way out there. It's a means of escape. Soto. Okay. British spots or adverts. Sloan with an E. Ooh, don't know you. Expels. GPAs, that's a 4-point scale. What in the name of God? I'm thinking maybe not higher. Peer? Pyre. Okay. Listen, you can't blame me there. I think higher is also a pretty good fill there. Pier, you would give birth to other ships. Spirited Sword is a... Yeah, Barfly. There you go. It's onto something. Yo-Yos. The sign was a bit too easy. Yo-Yos. Royal Flush, yeah. Okay. See, I know some shit. Turns loud. Turns loose. Oh, out. Yes. Asabuco. Buoy? A little more puzzling than sign. She's the man? I think I've heard of that. Boss. Boston. So still the Sox, but on a scoreboard as boss. Sweet. And yep, still don't know what the fuck this is. Definitely tacked. I don't know what else smiles at night. I don't. Huma. Concerning. Is this gonna be more because there's a couple pieces of like memo talk and or shorthand I've picked up on mostly from this shit. Like stat and nonsense like that. Like INRI. I'm wondering if this is another... I just said INRI out loud, didn't I? And that's the answer, because it's Morn that smiles. How about that? Yep. I'm practically employed with all the memo speak I've gleaned over the years. Right on. Alright, fine themeless. Quite happy with it. Fair amount of difficulty, it's what I like to see. Anything, yeah, Abe. Okay, Abe Finn definition. Okay, so they're both terms for a $5 bill. Formerly a nickname of Finn from Yiddish fünf. Yeah, fünf. I know from German. Underworld slang. Never heard in my life, but I believe you. Finn Abe. That's a deep cut. Anything else interesting? Yeah, which Gabor? Because I know there's a couple. 1952. Jaja. Sweet. Una. I feel like I've looked her up before. Spanish Swiss. Oh, she's like modern. Yeah, I heard this name. I'm like, Ray, you were in the silent film era, surely. No, she's like around. Spanish, Swiss, British. In Game of Thrones, The Crimson Field, and Taboo. I know we've had like in the past 10 years a fair string of like board game movies, but if Taboo is based on the board game, I'm probably gonna kill myself. Surely not. No, this is about the misery of the working class at the dawn of the Industrial Revolution, which sounds much less fun than the board game. And because it's British, it got favorable reviews. Alright, you got anything else I know? Quantum of Solace. She was in the Christmas episode of Black Mirror. Wow. And Sherlock once. Okay, well that's Una Chaplin. And man, if that is not a suitable name for a crossword, so probably not the last time we're seeing her. Alright, I think that'll be all for today. Thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you on Saturday. Take care.